ChatGPT said, Jungkook in tears. Jin's shocking revelation in Italy sends shockwaves across the globe. HYB remains silent. In a moment that shattered the calm of a quiet Italian evening, Jin, one of BTS's most enigmatic and respected members, stood before a small crowd in Florence and delivered a statement that would send shockwaves across the world. Within hours, social media erupted, and fan communities plunged into chaos. News outlets scrambled to verify what had just transpired, but the most haunting image came not from Italy, but from Seoul. Jungkook, visibly shaken, shedding tears in a private setting, a moment meant to stay behind closed doors. What did Jin reveal that could provoke such a visceral reaction from the youngest member of BTS? Why has HYB, the agency that manages BTS, remained completely silent amidst the global uproar? What truth lies beneath the surface of this unfolding storm? The revelation in Italy. Jin's appearance in Italy had initially been framed as a simple artistic retreat, a personal journey, perhaps even a quiet celebration of his post-military freedom. However, the tone shifted dramatically when he took the stage at a closed-door cultural event in Florence. Eyewitnesses described him as unusually solemn, his voice heavy with emotion, and his eyes carrying a depth of unresolved pain. Then came the statement, brief, cryptic, but devastating. Though the exact wording of his words remains contested, multiple attendees confirmed that Jin spoke of a truth long buried, a pain shared in silence, and a decision that changed everything. Within moments, the implications were felt across the globe. Armies of fans began dissecting every syllable, every gesture, every pause, theorizing everything from internal conflicts within BTS to health issues, and even deeply personal matters the public had never dared to imagine. The emotional fallout was swift. Within 24 hours, a private video surfaced showing Jungkook in tears, seated alone in what appeared to be a rehearsal room. His face was partially obscured, but the anguish was unmistakable. This 17-second clip ignited a global firestorm. Fans demanded answers. Analysts speculated on the psychological toll, but HYB remained completely silent, refusing to issue any statement. The silence of HYB. HYB's silence is perhaps the most unsettling aspect of this saga. In previous controversies, the agency has been quick to respond, often issuing a statement within hours. But this time, there has been nothing. No press release. No social media update. Not even an attempt to calm the storm. This complete lack of response has led to accusations of concealment, mismanagement, and even betrayal. Fans who once viewed HYB as a professional and transparent agency are now questioning its integrity. Petitions demanding a response from the agency have already garnered hundreds of thousands of signatures, and online forums are flooded with theories, some grounded in logic, others veering into wild speculation. Jungkook's tearful reaction. Jungkook's tears have added a new, deeply emotional dimension to the unfolding crisis. Known for his resilience and professionalism, Jungkook has rarely shown vulnerability in public. His tears, therefore, were not dismissed as mere sentiment. They were seen as a signal, a warning, a confirmation that whatever Jin had said was not only true, but profoundly personal. Fans are left wondering, was Jungkook directly implicated in the revelation? Did he know beforehand, or was he blindsided by Jin's words, just like the rest of the world? These questions remain unanswered. And without an official response from HYB, the uncertainty only deepens. Why Italy? Some have questioned why Jin chose Italy as the backdrop for such a revelation. Was it symbolic? Italy, a country known for its rich artistic and historical culture, may have provided the perfect emotional canvas for a confession too heavy for the soul to bear. Others speculate that the location was strategic, far enough from the media frenzy of South Korea to avoid immediate scrutiny, yet close enough to global attention to ensure maximum impact. Regardless of his motive, the result was undeniable. Jin's statement fractured the global BTS narrative and introduced a level of uncertainty that fans had never encountered before. What does Jin's revelation mean? The meaning of Jin's statement remains shrouded in ambiguity. The words, "a decision that changed everything," have only fueled theories. Was this a personal decision, a group decision, or something imposed? From the outside, the vacuum left by Jin's cryptic remarks has allowed endless speculation to thrive. Some believe it relates to an unresolved past event, perhaps a moment of conflict or loss that was never publicly addressed. Others fear it pertains to BTS's future, such as a potential disbandment or major restructuring. Jin's cryptic message, combined with Jungkook's emotional reaction, has left fans wondering whether the bond between BTS members is as unbreakable as they once believed. This question looms large. Is this the beginning of a painful truth that could redefine everything we thought we knew about BTS? The unsettling silence continues. In the face of this global crisis, Jungkook has remained silent. There have been no public appearances, no social media updates, no messages to reassure his fans. This withdrawal is highly unusual for the typically transparent and engaging member of BTS. Is he processing Jin's revelation? Is he preparing to speak? Or is he simply overwhelmed by the magnitude of the truth that has come to light? Meanwhile, the global media continues to respond with urgency and caution. Major outlets have dispatched correspondents to Italy to reconstruct the timeline of events. Psychological experts are analyzing Jungkook's emotional reaction, suggesting trauma or emotional overload. Cultural analysts are scrutinizing the Ichi broader implications for K-pop, questioning whether this marks a turning point in how idols communicate with their fans. The emotional temperature is rising, and without intervention, the situation risks spiraling into chaos. What's next? The world now waits for answers. Fans cling to hope, believing that whatever the revelation, it will ultimately strengthen the group. Others brace for impact, fearing that this is the beginning of a painful truth that could change BTS forever. The stakes have never been higher, and the emotional landscape of ARMY has never felt more uncertain.